had seemed like a lifetime as I stared at the window, contemplating my life choices and seeing 5 years of my life flash by me. I'm not going to lie. I dipped here and there into a bit of depression. It was hard to admit that the man I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with thought I was garbage and not important enough to remain faithful. But as soon as I caught a glimpse of the Atlantic Ocean, a strange calm came over me. I sat straighter in my seat as I saw the rugged coastline dotted with lighthouses and picture-perfect seaside villages painted in every color of the rainbow. My heart sped up with excitement. If I could have rolled down my window, I would have stuck out my head and let my tongue loll like a dog's. A large wooden sign with a picture of a lighthouse overlooking the ocean and peppered with seagulls came into view. "Welcome to Hollow Cove." And below that, in a handwritten font, "Beware, we will turn trespassers into toads." I jerked in my seat as the bus came to a halt. "This is my stop," I said happily to my seat neighbor as I stood up. She was in her 60s, and her wrinkled face pinched, looking annoyed that she had to get up and move if she didn't want me to climb over her to get out, which was exactly what I'd do if she didn't move in the next 3 seconds. I might even use a few elbows, too. Maybe a knee. Taking her sweet time, the woman got up and moved out of my way. I rushed out of the bus, looking forward to getting the blood flowing back into my legs. My butt was numb from sitting for so long, and I was pretty sure it had flattened. No kidding. I needed to get out and breathe in the fresh air. After I grabbed my suitcase, the only one with duct tape holding the sides together, which the driver kindly left on the side of the road for me, I wheeled it around and started my journey toward Hollow Cove Bridge. Fire hydrant red metal beams glimmered in the late evening sun as I made for the bridge, my suitcase's wheels squealing loudly like a dying animal. Hollow Cove Bridge sounded grand and huge, but in reality it was a 2-minute walk across the tiny 2-way bridge that separated Hollow Cove from the rest of the world. The human world, that is. It was a tiny patch of land, surrounded by water and many other things. As soon as I stepped on the bridge, I felt it. An influx of energy rushed from my toes all the way to my head, my skin riddling in goosebumps. And then it left me. Magic. My pulse leaped and my breath quickened. An ordinary human wouldn't have felt the waves of supernatural energy that I'd just walked into, power so terrifying and exhilarating and exceptional that I nearly fell to my knees and sobbed. But I wasn't ordinary. With a new hop to my step, I trudged along the bridge, pulling my suitcase behind me. The water below the bridge stirred, the surface reflecting in the sun with thousands of brilliant white lights. "Tessa? Is that you?" called a woman's voice the moment I stepped off the bridge. A plump woman in her early 60s marched my way. Her long, flowing dress of loud patterns in a mix of burgundy and purple billowed around her as she neared. Her dark hair was pulled back in a tight bun, showing off her bejeweled glasses sitting on a small nose. At the sight of me, her dark eyes intensified, framed by layers of caked-on mascara, and her smile was infectious. "Hi, Martha." I slowed to a stop, since the woman had purposely positioned herself in front of me to block my way. A familiar wave of energy hit me, sending a swirl of prickles along my skin as the power crested. A mix of rose perfume and the scent of lavender rolled off her, but it did nothing to hide the scent of pine needles, wet earth, and leaves mixed with a wildflower meadow, the scent of white witches. Her eyes widened in delight. "Oh, I knew it was you! I just knew it! Knew it! Look at you! You haven't changed a bit, except that you lost a bit of weight. Are you feeling okay, my dear?" "Yes, I can't wait to tell Liz that you're back," she prattled on, a long red fingernail pointing at me. "She'll be so jealous I saw you first. Ooh, can't wait to see the look on that witch's face when I tell her." She placed her hands on her wide hips. "When was the last time you were here?"